Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy. One skip I am, you're not. What are you going to do about it? It's Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sometimes we call this the first day of the week. Sometimes it's the end of our week. It is Sunday, folks. And it's supposed to rain a little bit here today in New York. New York. What's going on, guys? I got a picture. I want to put this up again. Injustice for All on TikTok. Thank you so much. He put this up. Well, actually, I asked him could you please, because he's so good at this, if he could please do a portrait of Boston, running from everybody that's after her, which would be all the creditors, guys. And call me petty, but I want to make sure, with all the horrible shit that they've said about me, I have a sense of humor about the stupid AI videos that they're putting out, because you know what? I put some out too. So fair is fair. That I could take with and have a sense of humor about it. I really can. It's when you call me something that's totally illegal. In Boston, you did, and I know how to get in touch with you now. So, wow. Guys, how you doing? All right, so Gypsy Rose has taken it upon herself. Upon herself? Yeah, she's taken it upon herself to tell us what it's like to be a mom. And she seems to think that a lot of us have an interest in what she wears each day to get ready for her day of, well, it's luxury, isn't it? Because what is she doing? What is she doing? She's just now starting to show us glimpses of Aurora, which means at some point it's going to be oopsie day. We're going to get a shot of Aurora, and she's going to say, oh, you know what? Well, the picture's already up. Why not? Da, 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 da. In the meantime, this Aurora baby has changed forms a few times, to be honest with you. And one day it looks like a 2-month-old, and one day it looks like, I don't know, a 6 or 7-month-old. The hair, it's like when Gypsy was pregnant. You remember when she was pregnant? Like, one day she looked pregnant, one day not so much pregnant, right? Kind of like the husband thing. One day husband Ryan, one day husband Ken. It just depends on her mood. So, I guess maybe she'll pick up a different Aurora depending on what she feels like. We never know with Gypsy Rose. But here's what we know. People defend her. That's falling apart. And I'm not talking about, the people online. They'll defend her until, But I'm talking about people that really matter, like the mainstream media, the people that I keep talking about. Now, I was told that this thing in Australia, a lot of Australians are like seeing the other side to this, because a few have reached out. I'm telling you, people are getting online with this, again, dummy. I said to Gypsy, why don't you take your money and run? But that's okay, because look at what is happening here. But people have reached out and said, hey, I saw you online because they're doing this Gypsy Rose thing, and, is it making any sense? And in that accent, which I'm not very good at that one. I'm very good at the English one and the Scottish one. Really good. Ask Apple Charlotte. Guys, seriously, it's happening. It's happening. The unraveling, the spiraling of Gypsy Rose is really happening. And I don't think that there's a lot of people that are actually going to be there to help in the situation of, you know what? I personally, in my opinion, I can't see where Christy all of a sudden has this mad love towards Gypsy. Where was she? I would have to, where were you? Where were you all her life to now have love for her? That's not the way things work. Things don't work like that. You had a stepdaughter. She's always been your stepdaughter. You thought she was only going to live to be 18 years old. Where was all this love for her? You have it now. I'm beginning to think maybe, just maybe, Ken and Christy might be working a little bit together. Maybe just poquito bit. Because it's clear Ken just doesn't have the patience for Gypsy, doesn't want to give in to her attention-seeking ways, is what it looks like. He likes to get the attention, to be honest with you. He's an attention-seeking guy, in my opinion. Because just when things get wild and there's television shows for Gypsy when she gets out, he wants to be smack dab in the middle of it. But 2 years into her getting out, he didn't, no, figure yourself out. I want you, the world's changing. The world didn't change the day before he told her he broke up with her till after the day after. Again, it makes no sense why he broke up with her 2 years before she was getting out. Again, I can understand you wanting to give somebody space to figure out the real world and stuff like that once they've gotten out, but they're there for another 2 years. So, I mean, the truth of the matter is you didn't do anything so she could figure things out, or because you were afraid of social media, because you like social media, and the debate is who likes it more. That's the question over there in the Blanchard Euchre house. That's how I say it. I'm the one that says it right, right? Euchre. It's kind of like okra, right? I mean, that's how I remember it. But again, I want to go back to Christy. I don't know this woman. I've heard her speak. Unfortunately, I've heard her say on a Bible that if the baby was there, would she be going on a road trip? And in the meantime, the baby was there, according to her. The next day, the baby was there. It came out that the baby was actually born the day before this road trip that she said that. So I have a hard time believing somebody that says one thing, especially when they say it on the Bible. Would I go anywhere if the baby was there? Well, at least say the baby's a month or two older. I mean, because that's the truth. Well, how can we believe anything when everything is an untruth? And I'm not trying to fight. Tell me. You could say, hey, none of this is our business. Okay, well then, like Bree says, don't put anything online. We won't report on it, or or don't put anything on mainstream media. We won't report on that either. I mean, if you go away, we'll have nothing to report on, right? And then we'll have to struggle and find something because you claim, Gypsy, you claim to be the source of our income. You can go away. You can go away. I mean, are you the only person that's allowed to make money off of this heinous crime? Because we're trying to say what really happened. We're trying to show the other side. Well, you're saying horrible things about Nick, your hero, once upon a time ago. Again, the only reason why he failed you was because he didn't lie enough for you. He didn't take all of the blame. Do you know that that's not a good look? You know that, right? That's not a good look. And you could pretend that everybody buys into this Munchausen by proxy, but you yourself said that you were legitimately sick. And you yourself said, I knew I could walk. And you yourself said, royal mashed potatoes. And you yourself said, I just want to be treated like the average bear. And you yourself thinks, I'm famous or infamous. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. It does matter. But not to you, Gypsy. Not to you. So my question is, I don't think Gypsy's going to learn anything. I think sometimes people are just broken. I don't think that Christy much cares a lot, because where's the qualities in Gypsy that she would care about? Where was the caring before? Guys, what do you think about all of this? How do you think this is going to end? I think she's going to end up living in Metairie, right? Metairie with Ken. And then I think, don't go breaking my heart, but Ken'll go breaking her heart. Don't go breaking my heart. Baby, if I try, you will try, and she will break your heart, and you will break her heart. Because, they don't seem to get along very well. And he seems to be pretty mean to her, which I really don't have a problem with, because she kind of deserves karma. Karma. And when we forget that there's karma, we know that there's karma. So, and that's karma, guys. I think that, she's getting all that she wished for and more. Ryan's probably back there with the popcorn and a beer. Just saying, yeah, let's get a poll. Am I getting my payback? Hit 1, or hit 1 if I'm getting my payback, 2 if I'm not getting my payback. Am I enjoying this? Hit 1 if I'm enjoying it, 2 if I'm not. Should I go out with Amber J tonight? Because she hit me up again. Guys, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. I'm going to stop it at that. Because a few of you have been... Toddy, you haven't been very kind. I'm sorry if I've let you guys down. I'm a human being. I got to fight for my right. And I'm certainly going to fight for my name. And I'm certainly going to fight for my past relationship and Jen's in my memory. I am. I'm going to fight for that. And I am going to fight as well for not being called something that's criminal. All right, guys? So hopefully you can appreciate that because nobody should tolerate that. See you next one.